Hi everyone, Diana here. Messages, and we'll see if there's a prediction. I'm not sure there will be this week, but certainly I have some soul messages for you for the week of December 10th to the 16th, I believe. I apologize for the dates last week. I had them wrong on the video, so I do apologize. I looked at the calendar wrong. Let me just recheck. I have a calendar over here I can look at, but I have to... The 10th to the 16th, I've got it right. I'll take these off because they have a glare on them. But what I want to talk to you about this week is I know we are all so weary and stressed. There's the holiday parties to attend, the Christmas presents to buy. There is so much going on, and if you listen to my December video, you know that this month there are something like 29, nearly 30 holidays that goes back into history, not necessarily celebrated still, but throughout history. This has been a very sacred month. It's a month that mythology tells us is full of hope, full of wisdom, full of new birth. This particular week is a good week to, this whole month really will be a good week to start working on manifesting your dreams. It's really, it's a great month for that. Now, that said, that doesn't mean it's going to be an easy month. In fact, I felt a shift in the energy just this morning. And in that shift of the energy, what I feel, it's the closest I can explain it, because I really don't have words to explain this. And sometimes when we're dealing with the energy or the other realms, the words that we use in this realm don't always fit. So the closest I can come is there's like a shift in the tectonic plates, and I feel that. Does that mean an earthquake? It does mean the earth is unsteady, so there can be earthquakes, more fires. And to my friends in California, gosh, and my friends in Bali, we're holding you, we're with you, but just know we're holding your hearts. Okay, so what I want to say about this week is it's not going to get easier. I'm afraid that shift made things less stable, not only in the weather, but in our lives. Politically, look for more revelations that upset the apple cart. Not that the apple cart was ever steady, but it's like, it's going to be this, and it could actually it'll upset things. There's going to be a lot of changes. By the way, I probably need to oil the chair I'm sitting on. It's an old chair, but it's comfortable, and I apologize for any squeaking, because I do move around, don't I? So ignore the squeaking of the chair if you can. All right, and by the way, thank you for all of those who sent messages to Daisy. She is one special animal. I'm going to have to tell her story to you, but I won't do that right now, because right now I just want to impress upon you, hold your loved ones close. Find the joy in the moment. Don't allow yourself, don't put your heads in the sand. That's not going to help you or anyone. But also, I don't want you to get so caught in what's going on in the world that you lose the joy of your life. So mind those moments of joy, because sometimes that's all we have, are moments. And hold on to those moments, and hold on to each other, and hold on to those you love. And I want to say also, I have great hope. And the reason I have great hope is I understand what's going on, and I've explained that to you, so I don't want to keep boring you with saying the same thing. But we have that energies that are coming together. The feminine energy is rising. Now, does that mean women are rising? Yes and no. The feminine energy is often carried more strongly by women, but we want a balance of the masculine and feminine energy in our lives, and so we must have both. But what's happening is that male energy is fighting against the female energy. What's also happening in the U.S. is we are becoming a nation of one-issue voters. And I don't think it's just the U.S. that's happening. And from what I'm reading around the world and from what friends in other areas of the world are telling me, what do I mean by one-issue voters? Well, let's say I don't like anything that candidate stands for except this one issue. And I will vote for that candidate no matter how horrific I find everything else he or she does, because I believe in this one issue. That's not going to get us a better world. So I have hope that this week, the clashes that are coming will help wake up many of us. The information that's coming out will help wake up many of us. We're going to see information that conflicts with our belief systems, perhaps. We're going to see information come out that conflicts with what we want to believe. There's a lot of information, and you've heard me say this before, the ancient ones from multiple cultures, the ancient ones tell us this is the time that the world kind of turns upside down and all wrongs will be righted. Think about that. That creates chaos. And that's a period that we're in. And we're in this month of such energy that the chaos is going to feel even more chaotic. I know many of you are feeling sad. There is a sadness around, and that's why I'm saying find the joy. Stay out of the arguments. You can't win them. Observe what is taking place. But my friends, the only way that we are going to be able to create the new world is with each of us individually creating our world of love and peace. You know, we've heard over the years a lot about the law of attraction, and I am looking for a small select group of people to work with me over the next year in the sacred path. What we're going to do is we're going to find out how to make that law of attraction work for us. Not just with something that we think we might want, but we're going to go deeper than that. And we're going to find our soul's mission. And in finding our soul's mission, we're then going to figure out how to make it work in the world. So why are we supposed to be here? What is our own very specific mission for the world? If you feel called to this, please go to my website. It's below. The specific site for the sacred path is on below, right below. Just go check on it and see if it's right for you. If so, send in a registration form and we'll see if you're right for the sacred path. Or give me a call. You can get my number on my website. Thank you for coming each week. Thank you for coming back. Let's see what message Philip has for us this week. This is my spirit guide. This is, I like to think of Philip as an ancient druid because my heritage is Celtic. And so that kind of helps me. This is my teacher in spirit world. And he's given us this book where each page has a different message on it. So we just think left or right as we flip through it. And it doesn't matter. Really, you can use this finger. It's just easier for me to use the thumb. Thank you also for your comments. I get around to them as soon as I can, and I read them, and I do my very best to respond to every comment. I'm so grateful for your comments. I'm grateful for your coming back every week. I'm grateful for those of you who have joined us. So let's see what Philip has to say. There we go. Did you think left or right? I'm thinking right. But I think the left is important too. So right, but here's our message. Happiness will not be yours if you contemplate only sadness. Happiness will not be yours if you contemplate only sadness. Well, that goes along with what we're talking about, doesn't it? This is the time to really allow yourself to feel joy. You may only have it for a second. That's long enough to just say, okay, I felt some joy today. I let go of that sadness and I moved into joy. Do it. Now, this is important too. And we've talked about this. This is the left side. That which angers you conquers you. That which angers you conquers you. Let it go. There are times, on my Facebook page or timeline, many people may argue with me. I've seen a few on the YouTube as well. And sometimes we want to respond to those comments. Other times, love the person, bless the person, and move on. It's not worth their anger. Right before I started this particular video, I received, and I don't know if this happens around the world, but here in the U.S., we get these phone calls, phone solicitors, and they always call and interrupt life. And they're only trying to make a living, but some of them are just plain scam artists. I just received one right before I started this video from an organization that I oppose the opposite. I'm opposed to this organization. I support the opposite viewpoint, and with my time and with my dollars. So I don't know if they're going around, if they got the mailing list from the opposition and they're going around calling the opposition. And so I politely tell them, I oppose to your viewpoints. You're entitled to your viewpoints. And before I got the last sentence out of my mouth, the woman hung up on me. That goes to show you where she's coming from, not where I'm coming from. Take that, my friends, because come from a place of love, and you can laugh at those silly phone solicitors. I won't go into some of the spiels. I've done that before. I've told you a few of the spiels of phone solicitors. I just start laughing. Add some laughter to the world this week. And just to remind you what Philip says, that which angers you conquers you, and happiness will not be yours if you contemplate only sadness. Oh, my friends, we have reason to be sad in our lives. We have reason to be angry. But let's not live there. Let's create this new world of love. Let's create this new world of kindness. Let's create this new world of being good and compassionate to each other and to ourselves. I would tell you from Daisy and I, but she's not with me right now. She was asleep, and so when I came back into my office, she wanted to stay out in her bed, her other bed. She has a couple of them around here. And so, but thank you for messages from her. She hears them. I tell her how much she's loved, not just from me, but from many. So know that from Daisy, from my other kids, from all of us who live here, we love you. Thank you. I love you. And I so appreciate your love for me. Until we meet again, thank you, my friends. I love you.